Hello all, welcome to Trey Desmo. In this tutorial, we're going to use this Armor Etch glass etching cream in order to create a beautiful design on the Dollar Tree glass cutting boards. And I'm sure if you've visited Dollar Tree, you've seen them before. Here's an example of one. It's the 8-inch circle. There's a textured pattern on here, cutting board, glass cutting board. We're not going to use this simply for the fact that it has a texture. I'm not really sure because of the texture if it's going to show up with etching cream. I don't even want to try, so I'm going to use vinyl for these. So this is the other choice, glass cutting board. See, and it doesn't have a textured surface, so this is the kind we're going to use for this tutorial. I highly recommend that you go into the physical Dollar Tree store to buy these, because if you opt to buy them online, they come in a set, which includes the circle cutting boards, includes these blank ones, and it also includes these square ones with designs already on them. Now, you could take those designs off using 100% acetone or some other type of method, but from what I'm understanding, you can use acetone to remove it. But why go through all that when you can just actually physically go into the store, and if your Dollar Tree has them, you can do it. But if not, of course, again, you can go online and find them. I'll include a link to these cutting boards in Dollar Tree in case if you want to try this project yourself. Real quick and easy project. I always was scared to use etching cream, and now I'm not. So if I can do it, you can do it. And trust me, they make beautiful gifts, personalized gifts. So let's get started. Now for this project, of course, you're going to need your etching cream. I have several of these brushes, and I'll include those in the link. And this is actually a 1.5-inch brush. It doesn't matter what size the brushes are that you use. So this is the one I just happened to pick up. And of course, you're going to need your personal protection equipment. So I have gloves. You don't want to get this stuff on your hands and your eyes or anything. So for this tutorial, it's not so much as how I make the decal. I've already created the decal. Let's make sure the ring light isn't in the camera. But you want to make sure, definitely, if you're trying these, that you want to flip, and this is made with permanent vinyl. You want to flip your image so that when you flip it back over, it's going to read it the way it's supposed to. So when I applied this image, I cut it out like this, and then I took out the negative parts, so that way I know what you want uncovered is what the etching cream is going to show. So when I was taking it off, I applied, if this makes sense, I applied it like this, so that way when the finished product is going to have it looking like this, except this is going to be etched. And you want to make sure that your decal is flush, like no air bubbles. So you take your time and go through there and make sure, because when you put your etching cream on here, if you have air bubbles, it's going to get under the design and ruin it. So we want it to look exactly like this when we're finished. I got some stains and stuff. I spilled a little epoxy on here by accident, but we'll get that off when we do the final project. As long as it's not on my working surface here, then we're good. So this, again, this tutorial so you can watch me apply, how quick it is to apply. It's going to take us probably 5 minutes tops. If you read the directions on here, it says 3 minutes. I apply it, and then I wait the 3 minutes after I dab the etching cream on the empty spots. 3 minutes, and then I wash it off. And you know what? I'm not going to use this brush because it's too big to dip in there. Let me go down to a smaller brush. If I had, I mean, there's bigger bottles of this etching cream that probably would have worked out. But I'm gonna go for the smaller brush. So all I'm doing, you just dipping a generous amount on here. And I'm just gonna cover it up, the design. And you could take it straight out the bottle. And when I'm done with the 3 minutes, I'm going to put it back in the bottle. I've used quite a bit of this already, so I recommend that you get the bigger bottles, especially when you get to doing things. This cream is good for etching glasses, wine glasses. Now, not every glass is etchable. Dollar Tree is the best place that I can tell to get glassware to etch. It's, of course, is economical. But if you get like, let's just say a Pyrex dish, that's not as easily etchable because of the quality of the glass. I'm not saying you can't. You just have to, it's less trial and error. Because I've heard of people having problems doing Pyrex. I haven't done a Pyrex dish. That was one of the ones I was getting ready to do because I do want to give some away for Christmas. So we might have to go ahead and do a video on that. And see, I'm making sure that the whole design is covered. I'm just dabbing now. I haven't even started my 3-minute clock yet. Just want to make sure. And that you don't have any clumps on here. And that looks pretty good. So, now the 3 minutes, I'm going to start it now. And what I'm doing is, I'm just taking my brush and I'm just rubbing the design. Just rubbing the brush, and I'm going in different directions. And I'm watching the clock. So again, what I did is I dabbed it on. And oh, one more thing too. You want to make sure that you get some painter's tape or whatever to go around your decal, because you do not want to get this anywhere else that is not supposed to be. It will leave lines. So I'm just going around the image, making sure. See, look, see, I just splashed some, but I got the painter's tape there, so that's not going to be. And see, I'm hitting the painter's tape over here. So it was good that I put that on there, or else I would have those lines there where I didn't want them. So I'm just going over. Going in all kinds of directions to make sure that the etching's going to be on there good. Swishing it around. Yeah, you could do vases with this stuff. These are especially good when you do wine glasses. Bride and groom, you can use them for engagement parties or use them for bridesmaid gifts. It's just the possibilities are endless with this type of gift. We're going to speed up this part because I'm just basically using the paintbrush to clean off the excess etching cream off the decal. Then we're going to remove the painter's tape and rinse it a little bit more just to make sure that nothing was under the painter's tape that would cause extra lines. It's plain and simple. All weeded. Rinsed off the plate. or the cutting board. Let me put it against a piece of black vinyl so you can see it better. See? Now, you're finished. But I have to be transparent, as I usually try to be. This was a pain in the derriere trying to weed this out. And only because of all the small, intricate details I have in this graphic, even though they can get more detailed than that. Let me get some of this light off of there. See if I can. There. It could get more detailed than this, but this gave me a headache. But as you can see, it's worth it in the end. So this is all finished. And because you did it on the opposite side, of course, this is fully functional plate. I'd say you could put it in the dishwasher, which you can, but except for the fact that you have these little feet on here. You can't put it in the dishwasher with these feet on there. So if you remove the feet and then I guess put it back if you want to, but just don't put it in the dishwasher unless you absolutely want to. But you have to take, and I got smeared on there because I touched it, but you have to take the feet off if you do it in the dishwasher. But it's fully dishwashable, safe, and you can even use this for a stand. Get one of those glass stands, and you don't have to use it for a cutting board. You can use it as a display. So again, quick, easy project. Christmas coming up. Perfect. Only thing, because I am going to make some more of these, I think I won't use this design just because all that weeding and washing and the permanent vinyl got stuck. And I used just some regular Dawn soap or Dawn dish soap to clean off the vinyl that stuck to the glass. So that was easy. But I think I'll go to a more simpler design for the name. So instead of all these little curly cues and little stuff like that. So, you know, I like to make it easy. Stay tuned. Like, share, and subscribe. We have some Halloween videos coming up on Halloween decor since the holidays is coming up. Again, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.